do an amazing job in this film.
Hey, thank you.
Going from where we see you in the beginning, it's a huge transformation. Could you describe what that transformation is like for this character? You play Bart's dad. What's that transformation like?
Yeah, we'll give a little background for those that don't know. I mean, that I Can Only Imagine is, the biggest selling Christian song ever written, and even, it crossed over into other categories. But Bart wrote it for his dad, and his dad was a very abusive father growing up. Not just a little bit. He abused Bart emotionally, physically, and verbally every day during his childhood and into his teen years. Now, most abusers, they were abused themselves at one point or another, but that's no excuse. And his dad had his own dreams and aspirations which weren't fulfilled. But when Bart was in his teens, Arthur got cancer, and we're talking the death sentence type of cancer. And of course, that's going to make anybody examine their life, what they've done. And Arthur had a spiritual awakening which comes out of that, and started to pray. And in prayer, you cannot lie to yourself. That's the only thing. It just doesn't work anymore, because you don't get to prayer until you've tried everything else. You know what I mean? Try that. And he wanted to have a relationship with Bart again. He wanted forgiveness. But Bart was long gone, and he had been long gone. He just didn't believe it, didn't want to be part of it. He didn't even know his dad had cancer. And slowly but surely, Bart started to see a real change in him, because what his father wanted was forgiveness, really. And he was really trying to forgive himself. I'm sure God had forgiven him already, but he didn't know it. And but slowly, over time, they came to a point where they had the most beautiful, loving relationship at the end of Arthur's life. And that gift that Arthur gave to Bart was that Bart did not have to carry that around for the rest of his life, which would be a heavy, heavy, heavy load. He broke that chain, and that freed Bart as well. And just a beautiful, beautiful story, really, about making the impossible possible.
Was this a difficult role for you to tackle?
Yeah, of course it was, because, I played dads before many times. Well, most of my dads were like the Parent Trap dad, they're the dream dads, the ones that really got me great points in the carpool line. But going here, this is a true story, and it's real what happened to Bart. And he was on the set watching his own story unfold, and so we wanted to get it authentic for him more than anything else. And you have to go to these places and make it happen. And one of the ways I did that was that Arthur's not around anymore, so I sat Bart down and I had him tell me the story. And it wasn't what he said, it was just got a feeling from him, just watching him and feeling him as he talked about his dad. That's where I got his character.
My last question for you. The song itself, when you hear the song, what goes through Dennis Quaid's heart?
Well, when I got this script, I'd never heard the song. They gave me a script and a CD, and I put it aside. I mean, I knew it was a huge hit, but I didn't know it. What hole was I in? And so I read the script, and it hit me so profoundly in the heart. in a place where I just don't even have words. And that's what the song does. And it grows on you too. Just like you grow in spirit, the song grows on you in that way too. And it's just in the end, it's a song of joy.